The North Korean leader, Kim Jong-Un, is widely known for his outrageous military tactics and his ruthlessness against his people. On Sunday 15th of April, the supreme leader was absent from public celebrations, honoring the nation's founder Kim Il-sung. People naturally asked questions. Is he alive? Is he dead? Given the lack of independent media in North Korea, it's always a challenge to substantiate rumors from Pyongyang. At risk of making some fearful enemies, here's a list of 10 of the best rumors about the Marshal Kim Jong-un. Number 1. His obsession with the NBA. Kim's very unlikely friendship with former NBA star Dennis Rodman hails from his love of basketball. During his school days in Switzerland, he grew his obsession for hoops, becoming fascinated with Michael Jordan. A former friend from his Swiss school said, Kim's room was covered in NBA paraphernalia. He showed off photographs with Kobe Bryant and Tony Kukoc, after allegedly being driven to Paris for an exhibition game as a child. It's not clear who Kim supports, but he has an affection for both the Chicago Bulls and Los Angeles Lakers. Rodman traveled to North Korea in 2013, along with 3 Harlem players at Kim's invitation. There's been other visits with basketball players touring the country too. In 2019, he reportedly requested United States President Donald Trump to provide access to famous basketball players as part of nuclear weapons deal. Basketball is a popular sport among the family, as Kim's father previously requested to meet Jordan during his reign, although the 6-time NBA champion declined the opportunity. He's clearly fascinated by the sport. Whether he was any good at it is another question altogether. Number 2. Mandatory military haircut. In 2014, it was reported by a popular radio station in Asia that all men in North Korea are required to get Kim's unique haircut. Kim's trim is a military-style cut that involves shaving the sides and keeping the top and center part very long. It's hardly cutting-edge fashion. It's unclear if the mandate was falsified or not. Although, tourists who have visited North Korea did not notice any move towards the military style. In the past, North Korean TV launched a campaign against long hair, which was unsuccessful. More recently, authorities have reportedly cracked down on non-socialist behavior, such as unapproved hairstyles, reportedly limiting men to 10 different types of styles, and women to 18. Number 3. The Pleasure Squad. It is alleged that there is a group of approximately 2,000 women, who are maintained for the purpose of providing entertainment and pleasure, often sexual, for high-ranking Korean officials and their guests. This group is called the Pleasure Squad. In 2015, it was reported that Kim Jong-un was recruiting new members, as young as 13 or 14. It's understood, the Pleasure Squad mostly consists of certified virgins. Once they reach maturity, many of the women tend to retire, and are then married off to military officials. Now, it is believed the group were disbanded. However, there are no evidence to suggest they ever existed in the first place. It's worth noting that Kim is married to former singer Ri Sol-ju, and they reportedly have 3 children. Number 4. The secret cure to a hangover. Similar to his father, Kim allegedly likes to party. He's also known for his extravagant tastes. His drinks of choice are Johnny Walker and Hennessy Gin. He's been known to sip cognac on luxury yachts. In fact, since he took charge of North Korea, they import more wine and spirits than ever before. However, his all-night drinking sessions over the weekends led him to import sauna equipments from Finland and Germany to help with his hangovers, thus sweating out the previous night's sins. Clearly the morning after headache was an issue for Kim, as North Korean scientists claimed in 2016, they created a revolutionary hangover-free liquor. Number 5. The CIA hired a Russian carpenter to kill the North Korean leader. The North Korean government claimed in May 2014 that the United States Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, and the South Korean National Intelligence Service collaborated together to hire a Russian carpenter in a biochemical plot to assassinate Kim. It's reported that the method was a biochemical substance, or a weapon which was radioactive and nanopoisonous. This style of assassination would have taken few months before it worked. Korean Central News Agency cited no evidence regarding its claim, but wrote a report, which alleged a terrorist group have conspired to target the supreme leader during a military parade. International outlets were never able to verify the report, but it's worth noting, it came at a time of high tension between the countries. Furious North Korean authorities said they'd seek the extradition of anyone involved in the plot to kill Kim. A person identified only as Kim, who worked in the timber industry in Khabarovsk, in Far East Russia, was the only suspect named publicly. Number 6. Kim allegedly blew up a South Korean warship. In 2010, before Kim took over from his father, he was reportedly involved in the sinking of a South Korean warship, carrying more than 100 military officials near the maritime border. 46 South Korean sailors were killed in the unprovoked international incident, which was allegedly designed to help aid Kim's military credentials ahead of his succession. International experts investigated the incident and found the warship was sunk by a North Korean torpedo. North Korea denied responsibility and even offered to aid the investigation, but South Korea imposed sanctions preventing economic relations. Both China and Russia dismissed South Korea's claims. A Russian investigator later suggested the sinking was caused by a failure to remove explosives from the water. Until this day, nobody agrees on why the warship was sunk. Number 7. He executed members of his own family. Nobody is safe in North Korea. Kim's uncle, Jang Song-thaek, was arrested for treachery in December 2013, and labeled as a traitor at a military tribunal. He was then executed by a firing squad. It is believed Kim tried to erase Jang from history by deleting a number of news articles related to him, but also executing members of his family, including his children and grandchildren. Despite the propagandist's efforts to whitewash Jang from history, a few years later, Jang's image appeared on state-run media during a one-hour documentary about 11 historical North Korean figures. The editor of the documentary has since been imprisoned for this error. Kim's estranged half-brother, Kim Jong-un, was also killed in 2017. Malaysia authorities claim he was assassinated at a busy terminal at Kuala Lumpur International Airport in 2017, when two women approached him and smeared his face with a chemical agent. Number 8. Unusual means of execution. It is alleged that Kim ordered the execution of a deputy security minister using a flamethrower as part of a political purge in 2014. Oh Sang-han was a key figure in North Korean government's Ministry of People's Security, but was seen to be supporting Kim's uncle, Jang Song-thaek, who was executed for treachery. One North Korean defector said, Kim hated anyone supporting his uncle, so he ordered him to be executed by a flamethrower. To exemplify the Hollywood stereotypes, it's believed the man's lifeless body was also crushed under a massive tank. Number 9. The luxury private island. NBA star Dennis Rodman formed a weird friendship with the great successor and visited North Korea in 2013. Afterwards, Rodman spoke about Kim's private island. He described the island as being similar to Hawaii, and it is occupied overnight by Kim's immediate family. The location of the Mystery Island, which has its own marina and bays, with 24-hour armed troops, has never been verified, but it's believed to be close to the port of Wonsan. Rodman added, the island was like a 7-star party, with endless cocktails and jet skis. He also revealed, to get to the island, he had to board Kim's 95-foot yacht, which was a cross between a ferry and a Disney boat.